Hey guys, welcome back! And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I've had so much fun getting this channel started and I have so many ideas for the future, so please don't forget to subscribe. This video is a sketchbook tour. It's my Traveler's Notebook sketchbook. This here is my Traveler's Notebook. It's made by the brand Chic Sparrow and I absolutely love it. It's made of leather and it smells so good. If you don't know what a traveler's notebook is, it's like a leather notebook like this, and you put different inserts inside it that you can use for all sorts of different things like journals, sketchbooks, planners. Anyway, this one is sort of my everyday kick-around sketchbook that I just do all sorts of doodles in. These are most of the pens and tools I used in the sketchbook. I have some Prismacolor Kohl Erase pencils, some Micron pens, fountain pens, Prismacolor pens, Pentel brush pens. But more than anything else in this sketchbook, I used this Pentel brush pen and this Prismacolor Kohl Erase pencil in the color Tuscan Red. So let's get started. This is my Traveler's Notebook, and I use it for many things, but today I'm going to be showing you my sketchbook that I have in here. I really love this notebook. It's so beautiful and just really pleasing to hold and carry around. So inside, you can see the raw leather there on the left. On the right, that is a green folder that I made out of scrapbook paper. I cut up a comic book and put different panels throughout my sketchbook. Don't worry, the comic book was already kind of ruined, so I didn't really murder it, I just put it out of its misery. This here is my pencil board. I really should have used this more, but basically you put it behind a page so that when you put pressure on your pencil, it doesn't create an indent in the pages beneath. This is the insert that I used for this sketchbook. This is a blank one, obviously. I really like these. I buy them in packs of 3 off of Amazon, and the paper is really nice. It's similar to a Midori blank insert. On the front of my sketchbook here, I have a tarot card, 4 of cups, and a little tag there. Some glitter washi tape. This is a little bookmark that I made myself. It's a little bird skull. This first drawing I did with a brush pen that I did not like very much, so I didn't really love how that turned out. Then this drawing, I actually did a second version of it, which is much better, in my Moleskine Sketchbook. My Moleskine Sketchbook that I'm holding up right here is sort of my nicer sketchbook that I do finished drawings in. And this one is like my everyday doodling sketchbook. On the right there, that's actually Drew Barrymore, a photo from her, the way she looked in the 90s. And here I have some more comic book pieces. That little monster guy was a drawing by my husband that he does all the time. And then the little coloring book page is my daughter's coloring book. Here's some more comic book pages. I originally wasn't going to show anyone this sketchbook, but then about a third of the way through, I started liking some of the drawings I was doing in here, and I started putting a lot more effort in. So here's just a little character I made, and then an eye I did with the brush pen. Another character I made. On the right there is a doodle that turned into a finished piece. I have a video for it up on my channel. And here I fancy just drawing a goo monster on a piece of scrapbook paper. I did this with the Prismacolor fine point pens. This is the first drawing that I really liked. I just really like this drawing for some reason. I have trouble walking the line between realism and doing a more stylized style with brush pen, and I feel like I did capture it in this drawing, which is rare for me. So for some reason I just really like it. Obviously it's Frankenstein and his bride, if you couldn't tell. Here I've got just a little goat I drew from a photo online. Here I think the one on the left I just made up from my head, and the one on the right I was looking at a photo. And again, these are Pentel brush pen. If you know who this guy is, then I am so sorry. And here is my husband's little character that he draws again, but this time I drew him and I gave him blue fur. Here I just wanted to do a little bit of a caricature of the US president. I've just always loved political cartoons, and I kind of want to start experimenting with doing some of those. This is Sandra Deluxe on Instagram and YouTube. I did not do her justice. She's absolutely gorgeous. I'm not even kidding, she's probably one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. So check her out if you don't already know who she is. I did this from a self-portrait of Vincent van Gogh. I really like his ink drawings, so I kind of did a study from that, from a book I have. Here I was getting into some more kind of caricature drawings, so I wanted to do Marie Curie there, and then Mary Shelley, who wrote Frankenstein, on the right. And some more. I've got Christopher Hitchens and Richard Simmons, because why not? I guess I couldn't be bothered to give Christopher the left half of his body or finish coloring in Richard Simmons' shirt for some reason. I must have just got busy right at that instant. This is actually my family. So that's me, obviously. I think I did a pretty good job on myself, but I showed that to some people and they said not so much, so I don't know. I think that looks just like my husband and just like my baby, but the other two children my kids are way cuter than that, so I didn't really do them justice there. This is a scrapbook page. That deer is from a card from Goulet Pens. That mouse I did in gouache. I don't know, I feel like I want to do that scrapbook style that I see a lot of women do on their traveler's notebooks on YouTube, but it's really not my style. It's kind of cluttered for me, so I tried it out, it didn't work. This is one of my favorite pages. All three of these I was looking at photos of people I found on Pinterest. And also this girl, I was looking at a photo. I liked the red, so I just put some more comic book pieces there. This is another self-portrait. I kind of went out of my way to make myself look like shit here, but I cleaned it up a little bit and I did a finished ink drawing here with the Pentel brush pen. I kind of like this, so I think I'm going to color it in Photoshop or something and maybe make it a profile picture. I've been experimenting a lot with my brush inking style, and kind of like how you see here, I sort of have this stylized graphic style that I'm sort of coming to now that I really enjoy. I'm really inspired by the old school comic book inkers from the 50s. Some of these I did from photos that were in this book I got from the thrift store. It was a book on ballet dancers. It was written in the 50s and published in England or something. So there's no way that those people are going to come after me for copyright claims. These were also from that ballet book. And so were these hand poses. There was a section on Indian dance, and I just love Indian dance where they have different hand poses that signify different elements of a story. So this pose actually means horned animal, so I drew a Himalayan tar there on the left side to go with that. This page is all eyes that I just made up from my head, and they came out more realistic than I really expected since I wasn't looking at any photo reference for these. I went to see the South African band De Antwoord a few days ago, and so I drew those two guys who are associated with them. These are sort of caricatures that I drew based on photos I found online, brushing away some eraser bits there. I definitely changed their faces a lot. I like to use references as kind of a starting point, and then I make the people look quite a lot different a lot of the time, so I don't think you would even recognize the original photos I used for these. And then this page, I just totally made up these characters from my head, and some more eraser bits there. I like the girl in the middle the best there, I think, on the left side. And here I just have one more comic book page and an eye stamp that I have. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this sketchbook tour, and please subscribe so you don't miss my next sketchbook tour, which will be my really finished, nice sketchbook, my Moleskine one. And also I have so many more video ideas coming up. So thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.